Hey, Mama. So this is Jovhannah, creator of Healing Single Mothers. I'm a spiritual healer and wanted to really create a space for single moms like myself. Um, so as I was getting started for my day, I was just beaming a little bit because, receiving confirmation that I'm on the right path, doing the right things when it comes to my daughter. So you'll get to see Savvy probably on here with me at some point. She is a very fiery spirit, full of energy, and she's very true to herself, her needs. Like she's very, very vocal about what she needs, what's right for her, and I think that's really beautiful. Um, but in her expressiveness, like sometimes I'm like, am I doing this right? Am I doing the right things? Like, oh my gosh, like I don't know, right? Sometimes we don't know. And we might think, there's that mom guilt that we'll be talking about, and there's like just feeling like you're not doing enough, that you're not enough, that you're messing your kids up in some way. And so it was so just heartwarming because yesterday I had a headache. And so I started to lay down and just kind of rest to, feel better. And so she's like, "What's wrong, Mommy?" And I'm like, "My head hurts." And so she comes over and she's like, "Where does it hurt?" And so she kissed my head. And then she was like, "Just put some lavender on it." And because I use a lot of essential oils, I have some right here. They're like everywhere. And she was like, "Just put some lavender on it and like a cold mask on your face and you'll be fine." And she was right. And I thought it was beautiful because that is what I would have told someone else. So it's just like, she's getting it. Like, even if, our kids have their tantrums or they don't show that they're, learning your values, they are. And that's really a good reminder that, they're always watching and they're always listening. And so even if children also have their own, their own personalities and their own unique gifts. They even have their own beliefs. They are their own individuals. And a lot of times when it comes to parenting, it's like, we think we're supposed to train them to be little us's or, whatever we think a child should be like. And what I have learned is that parenting, mothering, it's about nurturing the children to their best abilities. And I always reflect on the song by Whitney Houston where she said, "I believe the children are the future." And they are. Like, we're raising the next generation. And so, when I think about it, like, do I want my children to be me or to be like me? And I'm like, no, like, I want them to be better than me. I want them to have better experiences. I don't want them to have to go through what I went through, which is part of why I do the work that I do, is because, I want to prevent other women from going through what I went through, because I saw how it impacted my oldest daughter and how, there's a lot of fallout. And so if I can help a woman to, reclaim herself and to find inner peace and wholeness within, that makes what happens in her household that much more beautiful. That means that you're there fully from a place of love, from a healed place, to really raise your children in love. Because I know, a lot of us, whether we're parents or not, we were raised completely differently. And it might not have felt loving, but our parents were doing the best they could with what they have. And so now we have this chance to do better. And so that's what this is about. It's about healing us. It's about healing single mothers. But more importantly, it's about changing the world for our children and letting them grow up in a way that is loving and that's not, abusive. So oh my gosh, there's just so much that I have to share, that I want to say. So I just wanted to drop this little nugget because it really made my heart smile. And I was reminded by a friend of mine. She doesn't have children, but she was like, kids don't know. They don't know. They don't know the impact that their words when they're like, I hate you, or I want to go see my grandma, which is Sappy's always like, I want my grandma when she gets mad at me. And then, you might be like, oh my gosh, am I not a good mom? Like, does she hate me? And why doesn't she want to spend time? We go down that tangent sometimes. And they're just doing the best they have, and they don't have the skills that we have to really navigate life. And that's where we come in to make sure they're safe, make sure they have a good, solid understanding, make sure that they are emotionally intelligent, that they are happy, healthy, healed, whole, and complete. And in order to do that, we have to be that. And so I cannot wait for us to go down this journey together. Thank you for watching. You can find me on Instagram also as Healing Single Moms. And I'll be back with more tips, inspiration, and love for you. Until next time, peace.